Hi. That happened quick.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing tonight? As you can see, we have company.
Hello, everyone.
How is the, number one, this is Adam from Alaskan Cut the Cord. I'm sure you guys all know who that is. And Sarah will be here momentarily. She's making herself a beverage. And here she comes. I just want to, I got to move the camera around. My Insta's not working on the computer tonight, so we're kind of all getting a little tight here together. And we just need to make sure we can all fit on the camera here. And then we'll go through and we'll start greeting people. If you have questions, make sure you give us a, let's see if it works. There it is. There's a thumbs up. Give us a couple thumbs up or tag us in it. And we'll,
Got it.
you got it? Yeah. And we'll make sure we get to your questions. So as soon as you've done that, I need you to turn that light out too, honey.
Yes, I know.
I'm trying to,
I
I'm
should have
sitting a
gotten
little,
it before because I don't really have to
yeah.
go back.
I'm sitting a little proud right now trying to block the overhead light behind me.
Woo!
Oh. And Mishka's over here trying to get in on the act here too.
Well, Mishka?
Yep.
She's a cutie pie.
There's an echo. There should be an echo. How bad is the echo?
That's better.
I'm gonna use Mishka. Where's Zuby?
Let me know if the echo's still there, guys. All right, I need to make sure we're all fitting in here. All right, I think we got it.
Good.
Okay, Scott
All
says
right.
no echo.
No echo? Okay.
Good.
All right, so now that we're all here, we can start this off. Is the lighting too
Ta-da.
bright or is it too harsh? It might be a little bit on the side of Sarah, but we might be able to deal with that. There we go. All right, so let's see who all's in here. We got Susan in here. We got Boondogger, Karen, Marvin, Tomcat, and I see you, Tomcat, Bent Fort, Alone. Good to see you, Miss Alone.
Yep.
Cordless Tool, Carol. All right, there's Brother John. Good to see you in here, Brother John. And I sent him a little video of something earlier.
Is that our John?
That's John.
Our
That's
very
our John.
own John.
And there's John. There's John again. There's a bunch of Johns.
Yeah, there are quite a few.
North of 52. North of the 52. Or 52nd, sorry. I'm not reading. I'm pulling an Adam tonight. I'm adding words and subtracting words just like Adam does.
Right.
You do that.
And so you guys know, following us, we're only going to be on here for an hour tonight because we have guests, obviously. And Alone in Remote Alaska is doing her live immediately following us at 5 o'clock. So I invite
Good.
you all to come over and join Alone for her live. She is an amazing person, and she's a good friend of all of us.
Oh, she's darling.
And there's P&J, there's Janet, Ashley from Old School.
Hi, Ashley.
Scrolling through. It's Karen again. Oop. There's Joseph. Good to see you, Joseph. PTA Oil Fabrication. All right, and there's Scott Balcom. Good to see you in here, brother. Scott was trying to help us troubleshoot the camera issue.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And Karen says, Rob and Sarah, loved the stove video and the
Oh,
river
yeah.
short. Was
Yep.
absolutely beautiful, yes.
It is.
I don't think you saw the river short.
I did.
Oh, here we go.
It came on my Facebook this morning. It was very
And
nice.
there's Ed from Mountain Mariner.
Hi, Ed.
Good to see you, Ed. All right, I'm going to jump to the bottom. So if you have questions, make sure you tag me in them. There's George Ann, Juan, RM. Wow, there's a bunch of you in here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good. Hey.
Well, thank you, Sandy. Gave us a super sticker, or is it a super chat? I think it's a super chat. Thank you very much.
You can see those
Yep.
things.
There's Big Family Expedition. Maccabee Speed, good to see you, brother. If you're into air guns, that's the man to talk to. He has an amazing channel.
I can't even read these ones. Wow.
All right. Again, if you have questions, make sure you tag us in them or give us thumbs up. Let's see. I can't get my blue and gold to Alaska yet, so we can't move there yet. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. Her
Blue and gold.
It's
It's
blue and
probably
gold?
if it's blue and gold, it's probably gonna be macaw.
No.
It's MP. I'm from Medellin in the Netherlands. Again, very far. Yeah, you're up late, and we appreciate you being
Oh,
here.
gosh, yes.
And there's the other half of Alaska Cut the Cord. That's Miss Phyllis. No howlers. They're where'd it go? Where'd it go?
What's a howler?
Give me the wolf.
Oh, no.
And there's Matt AK. Good to see you, Matt. We don't have much snow, Matt.
No.
Not much snow at all. No, the no wolves at all yet there, Boondogger.
We saw
And we
tracks.
see the tracks. They haven't got too close. And I just got some new bait.
But they went on north, right?
Stinky.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some stinky bait that they should like.
Very stinky.
I'm sorry if it offends anybody that we trap, but they get too close to the house, and I don't like that. So the traps are right close to the house.
So our doggies need to keep their paws out of him.
And Scott says there should be a live Alaska YouTubers trivia night once a month.
There you
Beers must be mandatory in the cold.
I don't have one.
She don't have one. Adam doesn't have. He's just got a goatee.
Yeah, I've had a goatee for probably 25 years, so.
Oh,
Yep.
nothing
And
new.
I never had facial hair until I came to Alaska. Keith, it is currently 35 degrees here at our place. Now, if you go downtown, it's a lot colder.
Yeah.
Well,
What did Phyllis say it was?
well, this morning
This
we had
morning
we had
you
18
had eight.
degrees.
Yep.
I had 32 or something like that
Yep.
this morning.
There's Sourdough. Good to see you in here, Alaska Sourdough. Arlene. Again, if you have questions, make sure you tag us in them. Thank you, Tom. We appreciate that. I'm looking for questions. Adam, did Robert hit anything? Yes.
Yeah.
All my shots hit.
He did. That was. Thank you for facilitating that and making that happen,
Yes.
John. That is a beautiful piece.
What's the occasion for Adam's visit? We're actually starting tomorrow morning for about 4 to 5 hours. We're trying to blaze a trail up the back hill to get to the bog on top of the hill for moose hunting next year.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
It's a lot of blazing to do.
Right. And while I'm here, I decided to look at a piece of property that recently came on the market.
That's not far from us.
Yep.
And yeah.
It has views. I'll just say that.
Oh, we got another person from the Netherlands here.
Oh, nice.
Patrick Winter. We're finally getting cooler here. Come to Alaska in spring if everything works out. Oh, very good.
Oh, yes.
Very good, Sandy. And don't mind Zeus. Anytime we get on live,
He's a
he decides he wants to
crybaby.
start whining. Good to see you, Janet. And there's Karen Oontz, George Ann, Matt's Garage. What's Ed say here? Curmudge, Alaska. If you put out your old socks for bait, no. Nope.
Wow.
My socks don't walk on their own like yours do. Ed.
Ah.
I know how you seafarers are. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta be careful. I'm
Wow.
sitting next to another one. Well, and I'm a sailor too, so I'm gonna get hit from both sides. Hey, Ruby, good to see you. Channel Cat, nice to see you. North Alabama. HTB, hello. What's the temp? It's about 70 C here in the UK. We're 35 Fahrenheit. You want to maybe drop them outside for a minute, Sarah?
Yeah.
See if that'll calm him down. He just ran to the door. Yeah, Zeus has the thing. Anytime we do a live, he wants to get goofy because he hears us talking to people, and sometimes we get quite animated. So he likes to be the center of attention. Burrow says, Sarah, I'm glad you don't have a beard.
Nice. Yeah.
And so am I.
That would be odd.
Yes, it would. Moondogger says, good, have to stay on them, but have to be nice, yes. Archaeology and Gold, good to see you in here. Again, if you have questions, give us thumbs up or tag us. Adam, up for just a visit, or are you putting him to work? No, he's just up for a visit.
Well,
It's a working
it's
visit.
It's a working visit.
But it was a volunteered position.
Yes.
It was. Yep.
Thank you, Scott, for the reminder for everybody to hit a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And there's Living Alaska. Good to see you in here. I stopped shoveling the minute I retired and left the service.
Shaving.
Shaving, yeah. Sorry,
right.
again, I'm pulling an Adam.
See, I got my glasses. I can see.
I got mine on and I still can't see.
Oh.
Joseph says, I was amazed of all the ice on the river. Yeah, and it's just going to get more and more over the next few weeks as the temperatures keep dropping. Our forecast is actually fairly mild for right now. We're not expected to really get any more snow until midweek next week, and it's only going to be a couple inches. And then probably not much for another couple of weeks. Sorry, Ed. You might have more snow up at your place, Ed.
Yeah, that makes
Have you
it
checked your
hard for-
camera?
gathering water.
Yeah, it's hard for us because we rely on the snow in the wintertime for water, so it's kind of a pain in the tush. Nope, no new snow there, Lipstick Lodge.
None. Not even a flake in the air.
And Leonard is from Fort Lauderdale.
Lots of Floridians in here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brook Truck, good to see you. Yeah, he does. Zeus does want to talk too.
He's a chatterbox. Yeah.
Yep.
And so is little Mishka.
Well, there's Helen from Australia. Want to make sure you got a little closer, make sure it didn't say Austria or something like that. Again, if you have questions, make sure you ask. It's better not be. No, it's not. It's not the property you like, Hogan.
No.
I'm surprised Home to Alaska's not in here. He might be. He might be lurking. We have we're entering our 4th winter here in Alaska, Robert.
Yep.
Did you get a Z cam for the pups? Yeah, right. I like to see what they get into out there. And Gator says, "Howdy, folks. Great to see you. Great to see you." Miss Butterfly, hi from Cairns, Australia. 11:15 a.m. Sunday morning.
Lovely.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yep.
We get a lot of Aussies. And speaking of Aussies, where are the other two? Let's see. Jay Bird says, hi from Lake Havasus, Arizona. P.S. I was born in Wrangell. Oh, 1958. Very nice.
Cool.
Let's see, we have a question here. RM says, brand name of those awesome copper pots you use. Those are Savoie.
Oh, they're Savoie.
Those are extremely hard to find, and when you find them, they're expensive. When I was a chef, that was the stuff that I used at the restaurants, and then I actually found that set right there at a Goodwill down in Florida.
Yeah.
And they came with all the felted bags and everything, and that's like a
Only one lid for all.
yeah. There's
of them.
only one
It's
lid.
the biggest
It's for the big skillet.
skillet.
But that's a 6-piece set, and normally it would sell for around $5,000 to $8,000, and I got it all for $150.
They're beautiful.
No, Matt,
And they
not
work.
much snow.
No.
No, no snow here in mid-Michigan. Yeah, no. A little early for you guys. You guys probably haven't been getting a whole lot over the last few years. And it says, nope, I checked the cameras, not much snow at my place either. Oof.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked out Mountain Mariner, make sure you check out Mountain Mariner.
Wonderful.
Alaska Cut the Cord, Alone Remote Alaska, Ben Fort Prospecting, Old School Alaska. I mean, they're Matt's Garage, P&J. I mean, there are so many amazing channels that come in here and hang out with us all.
Yep.
And a lot of them we talk to on a regular basis, and they're just really good people.
Yep.
If we-
Ha! We're back.
We're back.
On real time.
Dude, I don't know how long you guys lost us for there, but I don't know what's going on. Why Starlink's being silly tonight.
We're frozen here.
Yeah, that's
Strange,
that part
yeah.
there. Living Alaska says that's crazy. No snow up there. We had 2 feet of yeah. You guys have a lot down there.
That's a lot.
Patrick Winter says, gentlemen, what is your favorite alcohol beverage? I drink a lot of martinis.
Because I know how to make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just drink beer.
It's-
I'm from Wisconsin, so it's either beer or brandy old fashions.
And tonight I'm drinking a mix that's made by a local distillery. It's coffee whiskey.
And it's lovely, but it gives me
It hypes her
something
up
that-
too much.
Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I drink Manhattans. My favorite bourbon is Bullet.
And I see another question come up. It says, what are your lowest temps? Our lowest temps that
Oh.
we see here at our property, the lowest we've seen is -35, and it was for a very short time.
Very. And
We-
it was early on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was early
Yeah.
on. We are actually in what they call a thermal inversion area, so we don't get the super low temperatures like our friend Gary from Magnetic Glitching gets up by Venati.
Yeah.
He has seen, what, -70?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that is
And he
serious.
still goes out snow machining.
And he's
Yeah.
out there trapping in
Yeah.
the middle of the winter and that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
My hat is off to you, Gary, if you're in here. You're amazing.
Yep.
And if you haven't seen his channel, if you're into
Oh,
you know,
it's-
outdoor
yeah,
stuff,
it's
you know,
nice.
true outdoor stuff, hiking or not, he does a lot of hunting, a lot of trapping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got an amazing channel as well.
Yep.
Hey, there's another amazing Alaskan right there, Alaskan Assassin Adventures, all the way out there on the west coast of Alaska. I hope you're doing good,
That's
brother.
out there. Yeah, almost to the point where it turns to be east.
Been to Alaska once. Beautiful. Favorite animal to hunt for meat? Well, I've had
Yeah.
luck with anything. Yeah.
Right.
Let me kind of pan that down a little bit so everybody can see, sir, instead of you having that thing across your
Oh.
chin.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's much nicer. Thank you.
I've only gone out after moose so far. Adam has gone after caribou.
Yes.
We do a little bit of bird hunting as well.
And the caribou, as far as the hunting style, so far is my favorite, although I missed this year. I did
did.
miss.
Yep. Check out his videos. You'll see.
Yeah.
Robert, still most snow in 24 hours? Where? Hopefully not here. Because every time Adam comes up, either the train's late or it's extremely
Right.
cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one time.
Yeah.
It was really cold.
Let's see here. Going through, looking for questions. Hi from England, from Jessica. How cold does winter get there? In our area, the lowest we've seen is
Yeah.
35 below.
But I'm about an hour south, and last year we had 2 days of 52 to 55 below.
And then one
Yeah.
of those days is when they were up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
Adam and
tough.
That
Phyllis and
worked.
Sid came up, as well as Matt
Matt
AK,
AK.
who's in the chat.
Oh, and boy, was it cold when you were leaving here.
Yes, it was. It
That
was
was
not a
tough.
And the
fun
train
day.
was late. Oh, it was cold.
It was like an hour and a half. late.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seriously late.
Yeah, and Scott said it. He's held those pans over my head, and they are very heavy.
Mm-hmm. They are very, especially
Hello.
the big one.
Yep.
It's really
Brian
heavy.
from Pensacola.
Nice.
And Alone's reminding everybody, if you have questions, give thumbs up,
Woo.
and hopefully I catch them. If not, I do
Yeah.
have Alone on the side sending me messages for questions, so if she sees them, she will get them to me. Hello, Sarah. Caught alive. Well, we're glad you did. And there's Alaska one, Andy. Andy, how are you? Haven't seen you around much. I think the last time I caught you, you were on Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics Live.
Ah.
And Christina Holtman, watching from Maine. Good to see you out there in Maine.
Probably cold there too.
Yeah, we did freeze for a second there. I'm sorry about that.
yeah.
Sometimes when the satellites go overhead, we do miss things. So if you have questions, make sure you give us a thumbs up. I'm going to kind of get to the bottom, see if I see anything.
Do have a few coming up.
Do I? Oh, there's one from Janet. Janet says, where and what brand copper... Oh,
Oh,
some
the
reason we're
copper
getting,
pots?
getting
Duplicate.
duplicates there. That's
Mhm.
weird. They're Savoie.
They're
I'll-
really nice. They weigh
I'll-
a ton.
I'll post a photo of the name on my community tab here sometime the next day or so. I was digging half. It was that warm down there, Bent Fork? Oh my. Bent Fork does a lot of lives out on the rivers down where he's from, panning for gold. Scott says Starlink will catch up. Adam's better half is running around the forest
Yeah.
with the Starlink dish. No, actually, Phyllis is at home.
She is.
Yeah, we had a good friend of ours decide to come up here for a month or so. He's got a little cabin in Willow as well. And Phyllis was kind enough to go pick him up at the airport today.
She's a good girl.
Otherwise, you see her squeezed in here too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Bev says, how long does it take to harvest a moose and how much meat do you get? Depends on how good you are. The average moose is what, between 12 to 1,600 pounds?
Yeah, 12 to 16.
You figure after you got them, and debone.
Mm-hmm.
What, about
Yeah.
800 pounds of meat?
Probably 600 to 800 pounds of meat. As far as how long does it take, hopefully you have 2 guys.
Yes.
Because most people now, they skin them one side at a time, and they never even gut them. They do it. It's kind of the cleaner method, because there's no way you can drag them out of the woods at 1,800 pounds.
Right, no
So
way.
No.
you bring them out in pieces.
Though I did see a cool video. Mac's got it on his phone. Mac, if you're here, we need to show Adam that tomorrow.
No,
On how his friends got a moose back to camp.
really?
Whole, but they gutted it,
Okay.
but in one piece.
Really?
Really?
It was interesting.
Huh, okay.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gator says, how do property prices compare to Florida? It depends on where you're looking.
Yes,
out
there
here,
and here.
Out here in the bush, you can get some properties fairly inexpensively, including some with cabins. You go to town, and the prices are pretty competitive with Florida.
Yes.
You can find just an empty lot for $250,000, and it's only a half acre, if
Wow.
that.
Wow.
I mean, there are some in town that, $500,000, depending on where you go.
Yep.
So it all depends on what you're looking for and where.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Meredith. And Bev says, how close is your closest neighbor? Year-round neighbor, about 3 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And there's the Bartmans.
Hi, guys.
Good to see you, says Sarah. My dad drank Southern Comfort Manhattans all his life. Ooh,
Yeah.
I can't do Southern
I
Comfort.
started off with Southern Comfort. I've graduated to Bullhead.
Thank you, Ed. I love my copper pots too.
Yes.
Eric says, gotta go make homemade sausages. Oh, I had homemade brats last night, thanks to this man.
Yeah.
And oh my, they were good.
They're too spicy for me.
Says,
I'm a
please
wimp.
read my comment and email when Alone, if you see that from Eric in Thailand,
Yeah,
could you cut and paste that and forward it to me, please?
Right.
I didn't see the comment or question. If I have to go back and look for it afterwards, I will, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just
He's diligent.
Yeah.
He will look.
get it. I need something to write that down with, so I know. It's Eric in Thailand, if you can remember that.
I can remember that.
Sarah says, what are your inside projects for the winter? Weather is really bad, or when the weather is really bad. I think I remember Sarah doing sewing or weaving. Sarah does very little sewing. I'm actually the one that's skilled with a sewing machine.
I hate sewing.
She hates sewing. We will be doing a lot of work inside the house this winter. We're going to try to finish up all the window trim as well as the upstairs where Sarah's studio is. Sarah does
Well, it
a lot
isn't
of,
there yet, but it will be.
yeah, she does a lot of natural crafting with natural fibers and things like that. And I told her she will be doing videos on it this year, and I got the look, but she agreed.
Where was it?
Eric in Thailand.
You've got it in an email.
This
from
isn't
Alone.
good.
Okay. Oh, did she say something?
Yeah, we've got it, Sarah.
Okay, it's all right.
I have no ink.
And Matt says, I was there for those days. What fun. Let's see. Franny says, do you got earthquakes? Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We actually get
we
them
do.
quite often.
Mhm.
We haven't had any really good shakers in a couple of months, but we have
Right.
had a couple small minor ones.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most recent ones was only about 10 miles from here was the epicenter.
Yep. They just kind of a little bit.
All right, let's see. North of 52nd says, what is the origin of the name Curmudge? Actually, it came with the property.
It did.
When we come up here and looked at the property, there was a stone over on the other cabin, and it said the Curmudge Inn. And it kind of hints, and the reason why we kept it kind of hints at all the male owners.
Yep, they're all curmudgeons.
Jim was a curmudgeon, Tom was a curmudgeon, and I'm a
Seriously.
curmudgeon. We just can be very irritable. So,
Kind of aloof, kind of
Yeah.
loners, kind of off to the side of the norm.
yep. Janet says, do you tan the hides of the game you trap? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I try to do everything as much as I can myself instead of sending it out to other people. Because if it's something I can do, I'd rather do it in-house.
I'm gonna have a rug this year.
No offense, you folks don't hunt birds. You coop them,
Cap them.
cap them. They're in the way.
Careful.
in your way. Now we actually do go out and hunt them a little bit, but they are stupid chickens up here. The grouse, they're
The
pretty
grouse.
easy to tag.
But they're yummy.
Yep.
And I do know a
And-
few people that actually have bird dogs up here, and they actually, before you get too much snow, they work really good for ptarmigan.
Yep.
Ptarmigan. We had ptarmigan the first year we were here,
Yep.
and I saved some of the feathers.
No, cool.
Yeah. See, we're getting a lot of the same questions again. They're probably
That's
reposting
all
so we
right.
see them. So
Sure.
and that's fine.
That's fine. That's good.
There's the earthquake again. Yep, we do get earthquakes. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you in here. I didn't see you come in earlier, Tiff. And it's 82 degrees where RM is. Oh, minus 82. Okay, yeah.
Minus 82.
As cold as I've been in AK.
That's
That's
very
cold.
cold.
Yep.
We just fell into a honeypot here.
Sorry, you're being asked, what are you reading this week?
What are my reading? I'm still on a series that somebody sent to Rob, a good friend of his. I have to go look at the title.
She'll look, I'll scroll.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a little washed out when she gets up there.
The Bone Shard War.
The Bone Shard War.
So there's a Bone Shard trilogy. The Princess and the Kingdom and the War,
Yep.
I think.
Another question
It's
for
quite
you
low.
from
Yes.
There we are.
Okay. I make little books, like this big, and I put poems and drawings and paintings on watercolors in them.
Yep.
That's fun for me.
Yes, Matt, we actually do have a lot of bald eagles around here, but we don't see
We
them all that
do.
often. We see the nest and we hear them off in the distance, but we don't see all that many. And Boondogger says 30% loss, pretty much.
Mm.
And P&J, thank you P&J for the reminder for thumbs up. Really appreciate you.
Sweet.
Big Family Expedition, everyone make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thank you as well. Lori Wider, first time watching you live from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Nice, good to have you in
Nice.
here. Little lady says hello from Coney Island in Brooklyn, New York. Coney Island, okay. I haven't been to Coney Island in years. When I lived in Queens, I used to go down there on a regular basis.
John Hogan's got a question.
Oh.
John says, well, we know it takes Robert 4 years or more to get him a bite.
To get a what?
Get a moose. John's being smarty pants.
Smarty.
That's why I'm here this weekend, to make sure that we
Absolutely.
get one next year.
Next year, there's going to be a moose in our freezer.
Heck yeah.
Our Big Adventure says, what town are we close to? Also, will you get fully snowed in winter? Well, we're always
Well,
snowed in
we're
because we
always
can't
snowed
drive
in
out.
'cause we
We have
can't-
no
yeah.
roads, and the closest town to us is Talkeet now, which is about 14 miles south of us.
And it's a sweet little charming tourist town. Lots of artsy stuff, which was one of the draws for me.
Yes, we can hunt on our own land, but we only can hunt during season for animals that require a season, like moose, brown bears. We do not get caribou in this area, and
No,
game
we
birds
don't
do
have
go
it.
out of season as well. Sandra Blackwilder part from Mama and Baby Moose. What else has come up on the trail cameras recently? I haven't checked them in a couple weeks. I try not to mess with them too much so it doesn't get my scent on them. But we do have some camera footage coming up with moose, wolves, coyotes, and I think maybe a couple marten or two.
The wolves make me nervous
Thank you, Alon, for the reminder for people to give a thumbs up
because of our dogs.
so I can see their comments.
Yeah.
Yep, and Ashley's giving a reminder, if you do have a YouTube channel, let Ashley know at Old School Alaska, and he will drop your link.
He
We like
will.
sharing people
he
out.
will. Quickly, too. He's
Okay, Lone said he sent me an email.
extremely efficient.
Thank you, and I think you said the same thing.
Yep.
Mountain Mariner says, 2 Eds in the chat. 2 Eds are always better than 1.
I don't
There we go. Ed's up to his shenanigans. It's okay. We don't mind. Yeah, Ed, you better hope for more snow, Ed. Otherwise, Adam's going to be playing with your snow machine this winter.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hope so.
Yep.
Yep. Bringing up the tracks to Rob's.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not getting up the tracks to mine.
Whew. That's a tough
There's
trip.
no snow anyway,
No.
so you're not
No.
going to go anywhere.
Hmm.
Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Bartman. This Hobo Rob Prospecting, you was behind? Yeah, I'm behind too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it's 4:24. I'm about 6 minutes behind on comments and questions. So, Stormy says, "What is melt value of copper pots?" Just kidding. You better be kidding.
That's not going to happen in this household.
I protect my pots very, very heavily. Go
Oh,
Mama
dear.
says, "I hope that one day." To one day visit Alaska. Any certain recommendations, Curmudge? Well, here you want to visit, of course.
Of course.
As to the rest of Alaska, there's so many
Oh, it's
places
so much
that you
to
can see.
It's
It is
huge.
amazing.
Yeah.
It is, wow. I mean, you guys have traveled a lot more than Sarah and I have.
We have
so
hardly been anywhere.
If there's anything you would think they should go to, speak up.
Yeah.
I want to turn down that light a little bit because I'm getting a little glare in my
It
eye.
is bright.
And I want to turn a different light on as well.
The number one thing I would recommend, when we first came up here, we made the mistake of getting a Airbnb for a week. One day would have been fine.
Right.
Because as we started traveling around, we realized that, holy cow,
It's huge.
it's huge. And we visited 2 more times after that, and we would rent a SUV, buy an air mattress with 2 $20 sleeping bags and some
Right.
food, and we would travel for 9 days
I gotta
straight.
check it out.
And
Yeah, do good.
That's
Thank
how
you.
we got to see so much of Alaska. But now that we live here, and we moved here about the same time as Rob and Sarah,
Yeah, really close.
we have done a lot more traveling. In fact, we've got a fun trip in December planned to go to Chena Hot Springs.
Ooh, yeah, we have never been there. We don't travel much because we're restricted. We have no road system. The trains in winter are very seldom. They go like once a month in and out, and you have to stay in town a couple of days. So 2 nights with a B&B.
Yep.
And but
Yes,
it's so beautiful here that the first winter here, I didn't go out for 7 months. The guy at the train station wanted me a picture with a newspaper.
Nice.
But-
Proof of life.
Yeah, yeah. So we have not done much of anything. Our aim is to do the loop around from Anchorage to Fairbanks, and then the other side of the
Down
loop,
by, was it Glen Allen?
Glen
It'll
Allen.
go, yeah, you actually
and
can
around.
go all the way through Delta Junction, down to Valdez, and then come back up.
Right,
and
and
go
come
through
back
Glen
up.
Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a nice loop, and it shows a lot of Alaska, and we hope to do that.
Yep. So T. McD says, "I found your new stove door on eBay. They
Woohoo!
claim the missing door is a bread warmer. That's good to know."
Oh, that's wonderful. Write that down. Thank you.
Yeah,
Keep track of
I
that.
will look
Oh
at- I'll
my
look at
gosh.
that on,
Thank you.
online later.
Because right now I've just got stuff stuffed in there, and it doesn't look that great.
No, we have not got the oil drip heater hooked in yet.
No, not
The
yet.
train was a little late coming up here today, so we didn't get a chance. We were running around showing Adam that property, so we weren't able to work on that.
Which is
We can take some time tomorrow and try to get that.
Yeah,
done.
it won't take, but maybe we'll do it first thing in the morning when it's still cool out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take Adam and I maybe about 20 minutes to hook that up.
yeah,
Yeah,
the two of
we can
them
get it
together.
done.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, done.
Hey, there's Mr. Mike Lambert, just south of us here at 232. Good to see you in here, Mike. Hopefully you're doing well. And see, Blue Dogger says, checking out, gotta call buddies and have 2 elk that have 2 elk. Ooh, I'm
Wow.
jealous.
Wow.
I want my elk cart, right?
Yes.
And Bertrand says, that house full, 3 mats and a couple of heads.
3 mats and a couple of beds. That's cute.
And I'm looking for questions, so if, I don't mean to skip over you if you're in here and you're coming in and saying hi.
Well, great.
I just want to try to find the questions because I want to answer everybody's questions. Hey, Roger, good to see you. This is Grizzly Acres Homestead. He's just a little bit south of us too.
Oh,
Good to
nice.
see you, Roger. Hopefully you're doing well. And speaking of Medic Glitchin, there's his other half, E.G.
Oh,
wife.
Lovely.
EG, good to see you.
I hope you guys are doing good. How's Gary? How are you? How are the kids? He says, hello, friends. All good with us up here. Hope all is well. It's 4:25 and just wondering how long it'll take for you to read this.
And here we are.
Yep, about 10 minutes.
Good.
Let's see. If you are off grid, you can hunt on your own land. No, we can't. We can hunt wherever it's public land or on our own private property, but it has to be in season.
It has to be
and
in
Alaska
season.
does not play about poaching or taking things out of
No,
season or
they-
any way, shape, or
Nope.
form illegally. They will come after you and they will throw the book at you, and it's a quite heavy book.
Mm-hmm.
You will wind up with concussions.
Yeah.
Coco Rob says, t-shirt weather here, 52. That's pretty
Ooh.
much t-shirt weather.
Yep. Even I haven't put my base layer on yet for the winter.
Yep.
Just waiting.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you. Yes, Scott's commented, Starling, please stand by. Yeah, unfortunately, this time of year, we do get a little goofs with the Starlink on occasion. It's usually not that bad. It's been worse. When we first started using Starlink, it was bad. Sabrina is currently 35 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. And Ed's greeting E.G. wife and asking how Gary is doing.
I ran out to the chicken coop today to feed the chickens with no jacket on.
Yep. Let's see. Gladys says, did you get the wolves? No. Trapping season has not started here. It actually starts tomorrow. But it'll take me a few days to get everything situated and get out.
Yeah. And it's got to be far enough away from the house to not get the dogs.
P&J asks how the chickens are doing, laying eggs. We're getting eggs very sporadically.
Pitiful.
Same thing with Adam as well.
Yeah.
We're down to 2 hens, and I believe we have one rooster, but I suspect the other one is a rooster too.
And I'm ready to grant
Yeah, because
that you're right.
the way his tail
Just
is, it looks like it's going to
tall, skinny.
be a roux. Yeah, he's very, straight backed and he
We
struts
had
his stuff.
3 eggs hatch. We got no chickens.
Yep. Well, we had a couple baby females, but they
Yes.
wound up getting chomped on by the martin and the ermines, and I was not able to get out there
Not
quick
good.
enough to get them.
Too bad.
Boondogger says, "Good on
Lovely
you. Got to
little
get
critters.
the elk." Okay, nice.
Oh, don't squeak.
Ruby says it's pretty neat about the books and the watercolors, Sarah.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I haven't done paper out of local materials, plant materials yet. So my books are old Florida books,
Yep.
banana leaves, and I'm going to do them out of fireweed flowers and next year fireweed leaves.
Yep.
And that will take some more boiling and blending.
And she found out also she can use the ferns.
I can use the ferns, yes. And that won't be too hard, but I gotta I can gather those all summer.
Yeah.
Because they're like
Yeah, we have thousands and millions of
Jurassic Park.
those.
So it's gonna be more exciting next year. And also we're gonna finish the upstairs, which has my studio in it. So
Yep.
I'll be more busy next year.
Yep. Hey, Aurora Knight, good to see you. Ed says I might need to park the new Scandic at Adams for a while if the snow doesn't start to pile up soon, right? I think so, Ed.
Hopefully it has a cover.
Right? Did they give you a cover when you bought that, Ed? Okay, I'm just scrolling too quickly. I'm not seeing any questions popping up. Rona says Alaska's beautiful every day,
It
everywhere, all over. Yes.
It is. It's
I 100%
exquisite.
agree with that.
I walk outside and I stop in my tracks and I look around and it just about brings tears to my eyes. It is so beautiful.
Yep. Hey, and there's Gary from Enigmatic Glitching. Good to see you.
Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Very good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I missed the last live you did because we got up our live, and I guess you started it shortly after us. And by that time, we were eating.
We're eating. It's hungry work, you know.
And don't forget, we're only going to go until 5 tonight. We'll probably drop off a little bit before 5 because Miss Alone's going to be starting her live, and I've got to get logged on to help her with that as well. So when it comes
And it'll
time, we'll
be
give you a
good.
little bit of warning so you know. And if you've never watched one of Mrs. Lone's lives, you
she's a
should.
delight.
She is a sweetheart. And T. McD says, your new stove doors on eBay. Oh, I think I saw that one.
Good. We'll look it up.
Yep, Ma'am Jones saw the baby. Mishka is getting huge and she's getting ornery.
She goes through stages. She's like a 3-year-old.
baby.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
about the 3-year-old mentality. She don't want to listen. She wants to do what she wants. She wants to play,
yes.
and feed me,
And-
play.
Be the boss.
Yep. Sarah, that will work to a point. Unfortunately, the Marine Highway does not come all the way over to our area anymore.
Oh, no.
They are short-staffed and they have a very limited run on the ferries for that.
Yeah.
I wish they would have, because we could have brought our truck up that way and had
Oh,
a
yeah,
heck
that
of a
would have
trip coming up.
been way
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Anybody's
And-
reading Gary.
We would have brought more stuff, too.
And Claire says, there he is. I'm here for the pups. That was actually
Yes,
Mishka.
pups. That was
And
Mishka.
she is almost 6 months old.
Oh my gosh. And she's lanky. She's tall and long.
Yep.
And she fills out one day and then she grows another day taller again. And she's going to be probably 6 or 8 inches taller than I expected she would be
She
for
thought she
her
was going to be
breed.
small.
Yeah. Because the female Aussies are
Generally smaller.
Generally smaller. Well,
But
she's
she's-
a big old
But she's also got the English Shepherd in her
Shepherd
as
in
well.
her.
So Charlotte Perry says, hello from up the road in North Pole, Alaska. Good to see you, Charlotte.
Hi.
Nice.
Right. I have a friend who has a friend. A friend from Florida has a friend in North Pole. And I have not contacted her yet, and I don't have her address right now. But I need to keep track of people better.
Yep.
I'm bad at that.
No, Susan, I have not been to Katame yet.
No.
My brother is a photographer as well, and he was talking about coming up this past fall, and he
Yeah.
was not able to get time off from work because we're dealing with some health issues with our dad as well. So we're going to wait until we both have a little bit more free time to go out to Katame.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend that came up here to take a trip out there. And the problem is you have to pay for the airplane to get there, and you have to pay for the trip itself, and it's not cheap.
No.
However,
Right.
once you say go, it's non-refundable, and the weather was so bad that the plane wouldn't fly.
Wow.
And it was
And
a very
there you were.
it was a very expensive non-trip,
Right.
but that's
Right.
supposed to be quite the place to view bears.
Yep.
Wow.
Hi. Yep. See, she's very mouthy. Ow! That was my armpit.
She just chews.
Gary says
she's
it's-
still teething.
Gary says it's 3 above 0.
Oh,
Ah,
we're
Chilling.
at 35.
y'all ready to start trapping, Gary? Cheryl says, greetings from Kenanam Island, Ontario, Canada.
Oh,
You're
nice.
both an inspiration. We too have bad bald eagles, moose, black bear, and white-tailed deer. I wish we had some white-tailed deer.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have any white-tailed. We had those in upstate New York where I grew up, and they're the basic food group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says, RM says, go mama. I concur with Adam about the renting. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing
Yeah.
with the renting of the van.
Yep.
Yeah, way
It
to go.
was- It was great. We for 9 days we did a lot of traveling, got to see a lot of country.
Yeah,
But a lot of people that live here haven't seen as much as we have before
True.
we moved here.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
And Crockett's in Alaska are here. Good to
Hey.
see you.
Jason and the boys, how
Yeah.
are you?
Hopefully you guys are doing good. They're out there, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Glad as I'm always late.
Aw,
I'm late as always. Sorry. It's okay. You're here.
it's okay,
That's what matters.
We're glad to see you. Stylishly late for a party.
Yep. She is a cutie there, Lipstick
Oh,
Lodge.
yes.
She's a handful too. She's over there chewing on Adam, so she
She
stopped
is.
chewing on me.
I'm trying to keep her occupied.
Yep.
Zeus takes good care of her. He keeps track of her. And if they're both outside together, I feel calmer.
Yep.
Because she is like, well, she's cautious, but she's clueless.
Yep. Chris and Jody, I noticed a lot of YouTubers are having live today. Super cool. Recently started watching you guys. I like the train hauls and interesting Southern California. Well, it's good to have you guys in
The
here.
train is
Nice.
fascinating.
There's going to be some more stuff coming up about the train and some of the work they were doing in the area, so people can see what it looks like, because it's kind of behind the scenes. A lot of people don't usually see the stuff that we see.
Right.
And John says, just wanted to mention that Robert and Sarah also have an extra cabin they will rent
Oh, yeah.
and do like an Airbnb. I spent 3 weeks visiting. It's always
It was
better
so
to be
fun.
there than just watch them. Well worth it. This is very true.
And that's where I'm staying tonight.
Yep. It's a sweet cabin. It's the original that was on the property
Yep.
when Jim and Nancy built it.
Yep. And the Bartmans say, take a flight around Denali and land on a glacier.
yes.
There's one package that requires oxygen because you're above 20,000 feet. Yeah.
That would be fun.
I
That
have,
would be.
I have not been up on a small
No.
plane since I've been up here yet. And I have a number of friends that have planes, and I just haven't made it up with anybody yet.
We need to. That would be wonderful because we see Denali from our living room window.
Yep.
Or-
Yeah, we can actually see it right now.
yeah. Well, no.
Well,
it's,
no, I can see
it's-
part of it. It's
yeah,
clouding up a little
It's
bit.
clouding up, but it was glorious all day.
Yep. Now, Roy says, drinking and driving and poaching will cost you in Alaska. For sure
Absolutely.
and for certain. Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
I will not take anything out of game, out of season, nothing. It's got to
Nope.
be 100% right or not at all.
Not at all.
And Crockett say, Adam, go ahead and give Rob my number.
Will do.
Yeah, I
Yep.
told him what we were talking about the other day, Jason. Hey, Arlen, good to see you in here.
Hey,
Hello, all of my favorite people.
good to see you.
Aw.
Yeah, it's not just us. He likes
It's
other people
everybody on the whole sheet.
Arlen's a good guy.
too. Yes, he is. I haven't had a chance to meet him yet. Adam has. I look forward to when I can.
Nice.
Yep. Well worth it.
Rory says, I haven't even put my long sleeves thermals on yet.
Oh, wow. I got long sleeves, but no thermals. Not yet.
So Robert Steele says, what I meant was, how much snow did you get in a 24-hour time period? Sorry. We had, was it February of 22? We had 3.5 feet dump in one night.
It was
And
a lot.
I was in town taking my mom back to the airport when it hit. And the Airbnb I was staying at with my mom, the parking spots were in between two
I remember that
cabins.
story.
And my truck wound up with about 7 feet of snow on top of
The
it.
roofs.
I had to dig it out. And the gentleman that owned the properties, his truck was stuck. So I couldn't even, he couldn't plow it out. So I wound up shoveling most of the driveway. He showed up to help me in the end.
He did. That was good. I remember. I wasn't there, but he told me all
Stop.
about it.
That's my fingers.
Mishka. You silly
So
beast.
John asked, I would like to know how much wood they use also. We use on the average of about 7 to 8 cord a year with the wood cook stove.
Yep.
And that starts in September to May, because it's how we cook. Now that we have
Right.
the other stove, we'll be able to not run it
Extend
so
that
much.
time so much,
And
yeah.
we're probably gonna put in the dog's doing donuts.
Chasing her
Chasing
tail
itself.
doing donuts.
We're probably gonna put an oil drip stove in the springtime, or no oil drip, a Toyo.
Toyo.
731 in the springtime, so we don't have to burn the wood as much in the shoulder months.
Yeah. It makes the house hot too.
Cosmic wants to know, what's the max amount of snow you've endured since moving there? Our first winter here, we had over 20 feet of snow. You couldn't see out the windows of the cabin over there where Adam's staying, because that's where we stayed the first year here while we were working on the house. And twice Sarah said, can you go out and shovel the snow away from the window?
So I can
And
just
each time,
just
you're
even
looking
this
up
much
like-
so I can peek out.
you're looking up to even see the sky
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of a sliver that was between the snowbank and the roof.
Yeah.
And it was insane. But the thing is, it starts off fluffy. Within a day or so, it sinks.
It does.
But that February, and Adam will agree with this, or he knows this, every day of February but 2 days, the first day and the last day, we had snow.
Every
And
single
it was
day.
coming down
Every single
heavy,
day.
heavy. Just in the month of February alone, we had over 12 feet.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
We would get between 6 and 10 inches every night.
Yep.
It was unbelievable.
Fierce.
Yep.
Yep.
But since then, it hasn't been as bad.
It seems to drop off by 2 to 3 feet per year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there must be a cycle.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah.
John also asked, I want to know if they stack their wood bark side up. We keep it undercover, so we don't really worry about it. We
Don't
don't
care.
stack the wood up outside. If we were stacking it outside, yes, I'd put the bark up, especially the birch, because it acts as a rain jacket for it.
It does.
But we're not really leaving it outside, so we don't worry about it so much anymore.
It always is under roof. And the sides are the splits of the sawmill, the top part with the bark on the outside and
Yeah, we use those, the cans.
the cants. I
Yeah.
didn't know what they were.
Karen asks, what do you do with the furs after trapping? I'll process them and then I'll use them for crafts and stuff like that.
I'm hoping for a rug.
Yeah, I don't really sell them. I make things out of them. We both like working with our hands.
Who knows? They may show up in a book.
And before I forget, I'd like to thank
Fur
all of our
cover.
moderators in here: Old School Alaska, Lone Remote Alaska, P&J's, Scott Balcom, Tiffany from Canadian Family Farm. I want to thank you all for helping out tonight. You guys make this a heck of a lot easier. And as any Finn as possible, good to see you in here.
It's
Woof.
Mishka.
Who are you talking to?
You're a
She's
rough
talking to
little
Zeus.
bug. She tries to boss him around. Doesn't work very well.
Danny says, hi, I love your video. Want to say hi. Say I am making a MIDI version of it with small trains.
Oh, cute.
Very nice.
Hey, fun. Yep.
I'm just looking for questions and stuff like that. 'Cause I know we're getting close to that time period where we're going to drop off here, so Miss Alone can start hers.
Yes.
April says, hey, Mens, can you please put my link? I'm sure
Oh, yes.
Ashley will be on that any second
Ashley
if he
will
already
any
hasn't.
minute.
Traveling with Edward, thanks for all your awesome videos about living in Alaska. It's really inspiring. Well, thank you. And make sure you check out the other Alaskan videos if you're really into Alaskan videos.
Absolutely.
Like Alaska Cut the Cord, Alone in Remote Alaska, the Mitchells in Alaska, Ed Mountain Mariner.
The variety is astounding.
Yeah, there are so many Alaskan YouTubers that make amazing content.
And everybody does things a little bit differently, and
Yep.
it all works.
Yep. Thank you, Tiffany, for dropping out my email out there so people can get a hold of me that way. It
yes.
makes it a little easier. If you have comments you don't want to ask on here, I can answer them in emails.
Yep.
And
He's
and-
really
and-
good at that.
And anybody that's commented on this week's video and I have not responded, I'm sorry. I actually was in town for a few days.
He
I had to go in
was.
for some dental work. I wanted to get it taken care of now before winter got here and I could not get into town.
Right.
So I ran into town real quick and had that taken care of. Mara says, thumbs up for...
I brought back ice cream.
Sarah, are you going to show how to make them? My husband and I would love to visit Alaska.
Nice.
I'm gonna try. I'm technologically challenged,
Yep,
but Rob will help me.
yep. Aurora Knight says, I lived in Annette Island, Ketchikan,
Okay.
and Kodiak, and Trappers Creek, Caswell,
Really?
and Willow. Oh, very
Oh
good.
wow!
Nice.
We looked
Do
in
we know you,
Trappers Creek.
Aurora?
We looked in Trappers
Yeah,
Creek.
we looked in
and
Trappers Creek. We actually looked down in
well,
we looked in
yeah.
southeast as well.
Yeah.
But all the properties were islands, and I didn't want to have to deal with another boat.
But they're yes, but they were lovely. But so's this.
Joe, are you the Joe I'm thinking you are? Sarah, you're in caustic wax and ironing, shipping up to you. We got it.
We got it.
We got it, Joe.
We got it.
And we'll
It's-
be talking about that soon.
Mhm. Yes, it's a bit different than what I'm accustomed to. I'm used to using a torch and wooden pieces,
She
but
uses the primitive style.
I'm gonna try that as soon as we get the studio a little more done. I need one more table and a couple of more spaces, and it looks really interesting, and I thank you for it.
Oh, Lipstick Lodge says it's 30 degrees in Algonquin Park.
Oh,
I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Algonquin. Now I can't say it. And P&J just dropped Miss Alone's live link.
Yay!
Hey,
So I'm just going to go through this real quick and see if there's anything I need to see, and then we're going to start getting ready to drop out of here so we can go watch Miss Alone. MD says their ship is getting a new generator, new laws. Oh. I don't know, can you guys hear the generator run in the background? I don't think you can.
It's pretty quiet.
Oh, he's talking about probably about the Marine Highway.
Oh, maybe.
Have I ever wrestled with a bobcat? Nope.
Nope.
No.
I hope to never have that opportunity.
John in Vermont. Nope, don't want to wrestle a bobcat.
No, no.
No.
If I see a lynx, I want the baby so I can take it as a house cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Gary just uploaded a new trapping video. Very good.
Nice.
Excellent.
Joe also says, Sarah, you're okay, we just said that one. Joe, I'll send you an email later.
Mm-hmm.
She's very happy.
Oh,
But she does
delirious.
have some questions too.
Mm-hmm.
And see Curtis
think I
and
can make
Jody,
book
new
covers
watcher.
with it.
Yep, train house. The reason I'm seeing these a second time is because I have somebody in the background sending me the screenshots of these so I can see them.
Bless her heart.
Up here in Aurora says up here in it's man versus environment, regardless of creed, color, religion, etc. Everyone is family, no matter where you go in the great
Exactly.
state. You will see someone you know and from your location. Exactly. Alaska
Yes.
is one of the greatest states about community.
It's the biggest small town in the world.
Yeah.
One of the things we noticed first when we first come up here was everybody wanted to help everybody. Everybody was willing to help everybody. But
It's
the thing is
amazing.
you've got to reciprocate it.
Yes.
If somebody helps Adam, Adam's going to ask for the help sooner or later.
Yep.
You know, just like me. If I need help, somebody's going to ask, somebody will come help me, and then they're going to ask for help. And if you
And-
don't show up, you're going to not get
You're
so
not
much
gonna
help
get
anymore.
so much help.
You'll burn so many bridges, and then once you burn so many bridges, it's all over.
You just do what you can do.
Then you're really on your own.
Yeah. And that's not a good place to be up here.
Yep. Yeah. I think I just saw Scott walking. Oh my! I'm sorry. I just saw some live chat, some chats pop up here. Tomcat gifted out 10 memberships. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
that's
And
sweet.
Sandy did give us a super chat,
Thank
and
you,
so did Serge.
Oh,
Thank you.
Serge.
I appreciate that, guys. You guys are amazing.
It's just overwhelming.
It is. You guys, the generosity and everything you guys is just amazing. Anyways, guys, we're going to start closing it out because I know Mrs. Lone's going to be starting hers.
Oh, and
and there's
she's so
Scott
fun.
from Rambling with the Brahms.
Hi, Scott.
Nope. Sorry, Scott. I've
Nope.
been behind.
Oh, bad.
So don't take offense to it. And if I miss seeing you as you're coming in, I'm sorry. Hello, Jim from Boston. Good to see you. But I want to thank all the moderators for being in here, helping, dropping links, keeping everybody in line, though I don't think too many people got out of line tonight, which is good to see. There are a huge amount of people coming into the chats, and we're grateful to see all of you in here. The moderators are amazing. They're all friends, and we help them as much as they help us. Though
We
not all of
try.
them do lives, but we try to support them, and support is the big thing. We want to support each other and help one another as best we can to grow. Adam's channel and Phil's channel is doing amazing. Alone is doing amazing. P&J, Old School, everybody's channels are growing slowly but steadily, and that's what's important. That we're all there for one another in the long run. So
And they were all inspiring to us
Yes, they were.
when we began.
they were. But at that, we're gonna head out, and we hope to see you again. We will be having a live on Thanksgiving Day. We will be announcing the time for that really soon. So we'll let you know when that's gonna be. It's gonna be Sarah and I, Adam and Phyllis, and Miss Alone doing the live on Thanksgiving Day, and I believe we're gonna be doing one on Christmas Eve as well. So if you do not have anybody to spend the holidays with, look for
Look
us.
for us.
We will be there.
Who better to spend the holidays with than us, anyway?
Exactly.
We are
Right.
fun people.
Anyways, we're out of here. Go over and check out Miss Alone's live, and we'll see y'all soon. Y'all take care.
Love you, bye.
Bye.